Hello, in today's class we are going to talk about synthetic person, how we generate a realistic, scientifically accurate synthetic person. And I am your host, Jose Lacal. Let's start. So the first question is, why is there a need for synthetic data? And the reason is, from the market perspective, many companies need to test and validate early and often without restrictions. They need to test, validate their systems, and in some industries, such as medical devices and pharmaceuticals, there are strict regulations for providing evidence of that testing and validation. So therefore, synthetic data is needed to represent customers, processes, products, services, and market conditions. On the other hand, real data is not easily available, especially in the case of people, persons, and due to privacy regulations, due to security. Also, internal data has limitations on reuse, and sometimes real data does not address corner cases. For example, a male individual diagnosed as pregnant. Therefore, many industries need fake yet realistic synthetic data. And that's what we're going to show today, how we build that synthetic person. So first of all, the process of building a scientifically accurate individual. First of all, the structure of the record is the unique ID. We give them a name, gender, race, date of birth, location of residence, age derived from the date of birth, and then civil status. I want to emphasize that all the locations that we give to these synthetic persons have a real latitude and longitude, and therefore you can put these people on the map, literally. Also, we have flexibility so that clients can give us their own specific list of values for names, for genders, for race conditions, and for other items. Okay, so step one is we assign each individual, each synthetic person, a first and last name. Where do we get this information? We take the Medicare database of all providers, and then we extract hundreds of thousands of names, first names and last names. And we're also able to extract first names by gender, and then we use those first names and last names as a pool to choose from to assign to each synthetic person. The next step is we assign each person a place of birth and a place of residence. If you want synthetic people in the US, we assign them to real towns and cities and states within the US, again with latitude and longitude. If you want people residing outside the US, we have access to every town and every city across every country, courtesy of the US government. And this is how the person will look like in a JSON format. You have the patient ID, you have the name, you have the age range, so that when you generate synthetic people in our system, you can define, for example, I want 10,000 people in Germany within this age range, within this gender distribution, and then we put them on the map. So the record is going to look like in JSON format. We can also provide information in what's called HL7 FHIR format for either a patient or a person. Same thing, you just give us the format that you want and we generate those individuals. And we also generate a database of these people, these synthetic people. And this table can be loaded into different database engines. Again, everything is very specific right now to give you a full profile of each synthetic person to make them as realistic as possible, and the output can be customized to your specific needs. And in this case, you get the realistic name, the age range and the gender distribution, and the city and town with real latitude and longitude so that you can map these individuals. The business value that we bring to the table is that by building this scientifically accurate and realistic data, we are able to help you test what we call alternative realities. You can use this data, run it through your system. Think of synthetic data as water that you're running through the pipes in a new building. Those pipes are your processes, your organization's processes, and this synthetic data is the water that's flowing through to make sure everything works before you run the real data, your company's real data. You can use our synthetic data safely. There's no impact on any privacy laws, and securely. You can dispose of this data, you can expose it, you don't have to protect it. Privately, nobody knows what you're doing because this is all run internally. Quickly, inexpensively, and then repeatedly. You can run again the same water time and again through the pipes and consistently, so that if your processes change, if your pipes change, you rerun the same synthetic data through. At the end, what we allow you to build is what we call a reality composer, where you build an end-to-end alternative scenario to your processes. You build, run, evaluate, adjust, and rerun. Okay? If you need any help with synthetic data, please contact us and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you.